So if you're not a huge fan of the gloss black factory grille on your 2018 and newer GT or EcoBoost Mustang, and you're looking to switch things up for a very affordable price, the MP Concepts upper grille here might just be one of your best bets currently on the site. Now the MP option that we have here will be a complete upper grille replacement, featuring that durable ABS plastic for the build, along with the classy mesh design, all for right around 130 bucks. The site is gonna go middle of the road, 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here for the grille swap, and a couple of hours to complete from start to finish, but hang out toward the end of the video and we'll show you how it's done. But first up, let's break things down here with the MP Concepts upper grille, specifically again for those 2018 and newer cars. And guys, you are currently looking at one of the most affordable ways to get rid of the S550's random gloss black factory grille in favor of something that's gonna make for more of a consistent look, thanks to that textured kind of grain-like material here, more reminiscent of the rest of the plastic found on the front end of those 2018 and newer cars. Now to help really nail the dimensions of this upper grille, MP Concepts used the original Ford factory CAD data to come up with the general design, and then used injection molded ABS plastic along with that low-key style mesh design, which is certainly going to be a great choice for the less is more crowd out there, including guys like myself. Now helping with that is the fact that the MP grille does delete that factory running pony emblem, which some guys might be into, others maybe not so much, but that is what you are getting here with this particular option. Now just a heads up here guys, if you really wanted to cement that consistent look for the front end, MP Concepts also offers an identical grille for the lower portion as well, and of course you can find that here at AM for roughly the same price as the upper. But appearance aside, MP Concepts claims that you are going to be opening up the airflow to the front end of the car with their grille in place, increasing your cooling capabilities, and for guys out there running large front mount intercoolers, turbo guys, or Pro Charger owners out there, I'm looking directly at you, well, certainly going to help get a bunch more air to that front mount. Now, if you've ever really looked closely at your factory grille, a lot of that honeycomb material is actually blocked off, so it's pretty easy to see why MP is claiming that boost in airflow with their grille in place. And speaking of getting things in place, let's show you guys how to get this thing installed on your ride, and to do so, here is our detailed walkthrough along with a quick tool breakdown for the job.
The tools used for this install: 10mm wrench, 1/4 inch drive extension, 5.5mm socket, 7mm socket, 8mm socket, trim panel removal tool, push pin removal tool, and optional is an impact. All right, your first step is to pop the hood. All right, now we're going to remove the 8 push pins holding the radiator support in. All right, then we're going to remove this panel. All right, now we're going to be removing the 8 bolts that are on top of the bumper. This is a 5.5mm and this is an 8. There are only 2 5.5mm. They are on the corners. Now we're going to switch to the 8mm. All right, now that we're underneath the car, we're gonna be removing the belly pan, and we're gonna be using a 7mm socket on a lot of these screws here. There's roughly 18 of them and a couple of clips. So let's get started. All right, now we're gonna be removing some of the clips on the inner fender and then underneath into the tray. We're gonna start up here and work our way in. We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. All right, now that I have the last couple of clips left, I'm going to carefully, with one hand, support the bulk of it and remove my last pin. And then we could drop the tray from underneath the car. All right, now that we're on the inside of the fender, you can see the two nuts securing the bumper to the quarter panel. I'm using a 10mm ratcheting wrench to remove these nuts. It's gonna look the exact same on the passenger side as well. All right, now before we remove the bumper, we're gonna unplug our fog light and turn signal. I'm gonna do that on the other side as well. All right, now I have a friend helping out. We are going to remove the bumper. First step is to peel back the top, get that off the retaining studs. And then we're gonna pull on the corner of the bumper. Lift up and away. All right, now we're gonna be removing the plastic bumper brace before we can remove the factory grille. This is held on by 6 plastic tabs that we're just going to pop off of here. All right, now we're gonna be removing our factory grille. You can see the plastic tabs that run all along the top, the sides, and the bottom. You are gonna be pushing upward on the tab to release it from the grille. Again, I'm using a trim panel removal tool. This will help you out greatly. The bottoms come down. Our tabs are a little beat up from us changing the grills out. All right, now we're ready to install our new grille. All right, let's install our new grille from MP Concepts. It's just gonna go right back into the factory location using the factory tabs. I'm gonna start at the top in the center and work my way out. And I'm gonna get on the back side of it to put some more pressure. All right, now with the help of a friend, we're gonna reinstall the bumper. It's gonna go on the same way it came off. Make sure that the top is aligned. And then make sure that the bumper goes in between the headlight and the tabs on the headlight. Now I'm just gonna start the nut on the back side, one of them, just to make sure the bumper does not fall down. And then we're ready to reinsert all of our clips, screws, and cover for the radiator. All right, now that we're inside the fender, again, we're gonna be tightening up the nut that we just put on. Add our second nut. Tighten that up as well, and then we're gonna be repeating this on the passenger side as well. All right, now that you still have your access to your inner fender, we're gonna replug in our fog light and turn signal. All right, now on the inner fender well, I'm gonna put a couple of clips back in to keep it from moving. All right, now with our splash shield, we are going to wedge it up forward. Make sure it gets into all the corners. And I'm gonna put 2 of the push pins into the center here, just to keep it up and from falling back down. Then we can start reinstalling all of our hardware down there and the clips on the sides as well. All right, now we're just gonna install a couple more screws. You should still be able to shift it around a little bit and move your bumper around just to line your holes up. All right, now we're gonna install our push pins back into our splash shield, and we're gonna be doing this on both sides. All right, now we're gonna be reinstalling the 8 screws that are holding down the top of the bumper cover. Just snug these up, don't over tighten them. You may crack the plastic that surrounds it. All right, now we're gonna install our last 2, which are the 5.5 millimeter screws. All right, now we're ready to reinstall our radiator guard. And just reinstall your push pins and you're good to go. All right, that wraps up my install, and for all things Mustang, keep it here at AmericanMuscle.com.